G'day everyone, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care here. Just giving an overview of my little Bobcat Zt2000. It's got 550 hours or just shy of that at the moment, and just want to give you a bit of a review of it because I've effectively had it, let's say, maybe 2.5 seasons now, and it's been a great little mower. Done the job for me, and some pretty tough jobs as well. Couple of things I guess that have happened to it. I've done 2 spindles on, as you're looking at the mower here, on our right hand side, which is obviously the closest to any fence lines and things like that, and particularly on the newer properties and the ones which are overgrown. Very difficult to see fencing wire or, you know, the electric fencing tape type stuff, and that gets into your spindles and can rip the seal from the bearing. So completely understandable in that regard. Haven't had any problems, you know, from about 250 hours, and I think that's because I've got existing customers now. I'm not doing too many rough blocks or paddocks, and I'm not running into that issue. Did do a little plastic washer in the idler arm, which really was half an hour job to replace, and did the drive belt. But so, as I said, some of those blocks that I've done are super rough, lots of sticks, and it's highly likely that a stick flicked up and took that out. And you know, the second spindle was about 250 hours, and the drive belt was about 300. So, but other than that, no issues whatsoever. Normal oil changes. I do the oil filter, and the air filter at 50 hours. I do the spark plugs at 250 hours. There was something else I needed to do that I do at 250, and I also do the hydros at 300, not 400. But everything else is fine. There's not a problem with this mower whatsoever. So do I give it a thumbs up? Give me 1 second. I sure do. So you can see my older Zt2000 42-inch on the left, and there's the newbie on the right. So that has got not many hours on it at all. Hopefully you can see that. 0.2. My old baby has got, oh, it says change all now, 549 hours on it. So, and I've just got my headphones on, it just got caught. So I'm sure you're asking me the question, Brian, why did you get another one? Well, first of all, it's been a really good mower. Second, I wanted to get a backup. The 42-inch suits the yards that I have, and then some. And I've got all the spare parts for the existing mower. I didn't want to duplicate them. You can always mow larger yards with a smaller mower, but you can't mow the smaller yards with your larger mower. So to some extent, it's going to be a bit of a transition phase into the future. But I think it's good. You've got to have that redundancy. You've got to have that backup. Obviously, you've got to have the spare parts. Being in the bush where I am, you know, when I did the spindle, that was 5 days to get that fixed. And I just can't afford that to be down. If you said that's $500 a day, there's $2,500 gone. You won't get that back. So if that was the case next spring, there's a quarter of that mower paid for. Mind you, with COVID and all that, the old mower on the left cost me 7,800 Australian dollars, and the mower on the right, now the newer version, let's call it, was 10,490. So that's COVID, and our exchange rate compared to the US dollar has gone down as well, so that has an impact. So ultimately, very happy with the Bobcat Zt2000, even happier that I've got a backup now, and it's looking pretty good. So I have got that into this financial year. In Australia, our financial year is the end of June, so I wanted to bring some expenditure into this year, and I can write the mower off or write it down 100%. But I don't have the rush, you know, the spring rush, and when that all happens, I reckon there won't be any mowers available. So I think for the sake of, you know, a couple of months warranty, I think it's well worth it. So anyway, a new addition to Prime Cut's Lawn Care family. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.